Working with Data Arrays, Introduction.
In the first volume of this set, RSLogix 5000 for the Beginner, we introduce the learner to PLC and PAC programming using RSLogix 5000 as the control program development interface. We also provided extensive examples of I/O configurations and also how to correlate your specific I/O to that used in the series, meaning that especially with the Logix engine, control Logix, compact Logix, flex Logix, drive Logix, soft Logix, there are many different I/O configurations that you might have access to, and not specifically the one that we use, which is the combination digital and combination analog module. We also introduced the first or the original 5 programmable logic controller instructions that literally simulated a relay controlled system. And those symbols look like a normally open contact, normally closed contact, a relay coil, and then symbols for the latching coil and unlatching coil of a latching relay. So the first 5 instructions, I refer to them as true if on, true if off, energize output, latch and unlatch, or set bit and reset. We also introduced the timer instructions, the on delay, off delay, and the accumulate retain timer types, and the counter instructions, count up, count down, and reset. And finally, we did the one-shot instructions. So this was all covered in Volume 1, the first volume of the Beginner series. And we also covered the graphical user interface, which you see in front of you quite extensively. The first thing we're going to do in Volume 2 is talk about arrays. Just for fun, I went to the internet to look at the definition of array. And the definition there is correct. An array is a systematic arrangement of similar objects, usually in rows and columns. Now that's a single dimension array. We're going to talk about 1, 2, and 3-dimensional arrays. We're only going to use 1-dimensional arrays, but 2 and 3-dimensional arrays are available to you in the Logix engine. Arrays have been around for a long time, but they take on a new meaning now because you can construct your own arrays. For those of you that use the previous platform of PLCs, here I have, we'll just call this RSLogix 500. It's MicroStarter Lite, but the structure for the program and the database is the same. With the older products, you were given a single element array and then you were allowed to expand. So if I open up B3 binary, because this is a MicroLogix 1000, I automatically get 32 words, 32 integers. So this is an array of integers. The name of the array is B3, and this is element 0, element 1, 2, 3, and so on down to the 32nd element, which is 31, because it starts with 0. So arrays aren't anything new. And you see you have timers. If we expand this out as far as we can go, we'll put it on top, that way we can move it up. You see you have 40 timer data types available. The array is T4, the data type is timer data type, and this is element 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, etc., all the way down to 39. 40 timer data types in an array. We open up counter. I'll put this on top. And remember, this is 500. This is not what we're teaching on in this course. You have 32 counters, an array of 32 counter data types, control, and you have 16 control data types, or you have an array of 16 control data types, element 0 through 15. Integer, you have 105 integers. So we have an array, N7, element 0 through 104. If I open up the properties, it's fixed. Now this is a MicroLogix 1000. If we were to open up this same program for, say, a SLC 500, that's a completely different story. This looks the same, but you can expand these arrays to a total of 256 elements. So arrays aren't anything new. Now to RSLogix 5000.